The world is fast changing to be an extremely scary and controlled place. If I can take steps to take back some control in my life by doing this, I'll do it, you know, I will do it.
Get out of the way, mate.
If you're looking at land right now to buy in Thailand and you've narrowed your search down to a few different options, you've got a price, a budget of X amount per rai. If you're looking at land that skirts an electric supply or a water supply, it's going to be a lot more expensive. All you have to do is run the electricity from the cable at the end of the land to your house, and it's job done, you know? Same as the water. You need to just run pipe up to where the water source is at the end of the land, and it's convenient. But the land is obviously more expensive because of that convenience. And I don't think enough people consider creating their own water source or their own solar power. So we've got 6 solar panels on this side, and we've got another 6 on this side of the house. It means you can look for land anywhere in Thailand, as long as it's accessible, as long as you can get to the land by a road. You can consider buying it. You're not bound or tied to the constraints of the PEA electric system. Right, where we live, land, the average price of land is around about 500,000 baht per rai. But that is for land that's considered prime. And one of the factors of prime is you've got electric hookup and water supply, you know, skirting your land. The further out you look from that supply, obviously the cheaper land becomes. We've got 12 rai of land, and it cost us 600,000 baht. When land in the area, the average price of land in this area is 500,000 baht per rai. And we've got 12 rai for 600,000. But again, it's because it's so off the beaten track. When you add the cost of our full off-grid system to the cost of the land, it's like just over 1 million baht for 12 rai, and we'll never have a bill. We'll never have a bill ever. Or we could have got land that's considered prime, that's next to a main road with busy traffic, no cost for off-grid solar, but you're paying 10 times the amount. So it's well worth thinking about going for an off-grid system. We've not done this ourselves. We've got a company to install this for us. I'm not like DIY man. at all, you know? We're learning about things as we go. I knew nothing about solar when we started this, or digging a water well, or even finding a builder to build a house. I know nothing about this. This is not my area, you know? I make nice food and I make a profit on that food. That's what I've historically done. This is so far out of my comfort zone, you won't believe. But when you do it gradually, it becomes comfortable, you know. So I'm in no way an expert on solar or water wells, but I've learned an awful lot by just doing it. This is one of the balconies. Obviously there's no railings on yet, but it's been tiled. This will be a bigger balcony, and again with railings on here. And again on the front, that will be a balcony as well. So look, you can either get an on-grid solar system or an off-grid solar system. There's a huge difference in price. One is approximately twice the cost of the other. An off-grid system, you know, you choose not to plug yourself into the electric company, or you can't because it's not accessible. That's the case for ourselves. We're 4 or 5 kilometers from the closest electricity pylon, you know, so it would cost an arm and a leg to run more poles for that distance, and then to plug us in, you know. Hello. Oh, you're beautiful. So what we've gone for is a pretty decent off-grid system. It's 6 kilowatts of power to the house, which should be enough. Look, in an ideal world, we'd maybe have gone for 10 kilowatts. But look, the price is significantly more, and we haven't got unlimited amounts of money to throw at this, as much as a couple of people in the comments may like to think we have. Some prick commented about, oh, it must be nice to have endless amounts of money to throw at a project. You go and live in your mansion while the rest of us commoners struggle or something. That's so unintelligent on so many different levels. It's actually, I can't really be asked addressing that. And actually, I initially replied to him with something quite offensive, and then I quickly deleted it. I thought that's not the way to go with wankers like that, so I just ignored it. But anyway, look, just to set the record straight, we certainly haven't got endless amounts of money. We have a budget for everything we're doing, you know, and that everybody's budget is different, isn't it? You know, there are people who spend a fuckload more than me on a property in Thailand. You know, we're doing all this within, I think, a reasonable budget, and the difference is, you know, as some people also said, look, you're wasting your money, you should be renting. Well, look, I think renting is wasting your money. If I was much older, yeah, we wouldn't spend this much on a house and developing the land. That would be mental, you know. But I'm just 43, you know. I'd like to think that I'm only halfway through my life. So I'm investing in my life now. That's what I'm doing. I'm choosing to go a bit of a different route than what we've done in the past. For the past 20 years, you know, I've reached a point where I don't want that anymore. I can see the way the world is going and I don't like it. I don't want to be part of that system, and it's inevitable. That's not conspiracy theory, you know, that is fact. The world is fast changing to be an extremely scary and controlled place. And if I can take steps to take back some control in my life by doing this, by going off-grid, by being more self-sustainable and producing my own water, my own power, living, you know, away from prying eyes of the British government or any government, then I'll do it, you know, I will do it. And people have different views on this, I understand. Do what you want, do whatever you want. But believe me, this is not a waste of money. This is not wasting my money. I would prefer to have more land that's more beautiful with my own off-grid system than less land that's less beautiful plugged into the PEA and be on grid and be at the mercy of the Thai government, you know. Right now, the PEA electric, it's subsidised, you know. It's not like it is in Europe. It's not private energy companies where they can hike the prices up whenever they feel like they want to please the shareholders. It's not like that. But who knows what it will be like in 5 years' time? Who knows? This way, we will always have complete control over it because it's our setup. No one's going to own the fucking sun, are they? Elon Musk might try, but no one's going to control the amount of sun that comes onto my roof of my house. No one. If you can factor it into the cost of your land, you know, you can be better off. You can be better off.